Peep this. This is a camshaft off a 3.6 Pentastar. I'm in the middle of doing a ticker job. Now I found out why it's ticking. This rocker arm has come apart. Okay, the needle bearings have fell out of the roller bearings. Now let's talk about this cam lobe and why you guys do not have to keep wasting money on camshafts. One guy replaced all 4 camshafts every time. See these scratches on the edges, guys? That is because when this rocker arm collapsed, you're merely riding on the edge of this rocker arm. That is why the scratch is there, but you don't have to replace it just because of that. Peep this. Here's a new rocker arm. It's going to ride on the roller bearing like it's supposed to. This rock arm is intact. Now I'm going to Harbor Freight real quick. I want to get a mic to show y'all. You can just simply measure these lobes. And if they all the same and this only have scratches on the end, yes, it's reusable, guys. Okay, you don't have to spend $300. Remember, this is not a wearable item. Only reason you should replace this is because it's damaged. All right, we're gonna talk later, guys. Let me run to Harbor Freight real quick, see if I can find a digital micrometer so we can measure the lifts on these cam lobes. All right, yeah, stay tuned. All right, guys, so as you saw, the lobe on 5, cylinder 5, okay, is shot. And you saw the rocker arm, guys. Again, let's not debate what causes this because we'll be here all freaking day. Just the little needle bearings inside of here. It's come apart. Roller bearing, needle bearing fail. And guys, I can guarantee you those where these needle bearings are at. You're not gonna find them sitting on the top of the valve train. I have went through this countless times. You will find these bearings in the oil pan, okay? In fact, watch this video right here. Go get those needle bearings out of there, all right? I'm gonna ask the customer how much time does she have. I need to drop this oil pan and chase these down, guys. Could they end up back into the oil and lubrication system? Who knows? Now, the filter's job is to capture any filter trash before it go back to through the lubrication process, but that doesn't always happen. So I'm just alerting you guys to what's going on. So for now, next time you see me, guys, another question is going to come up. Can you reuse this? Guys, it depends on the damage. All right, you can see this lobe is damaged on the outsides. Okay, take a real good look at that. So technically this lobe is able to perform its job only, and I repeat this, only with a new rocker arm. Okay, this rocker arm is already collapsed. So hypothetically, it's a new rocker arm right here. If I grab this new rocker arm and use it, that lobe can still compress, open and close this valve. All right, because there's enough lobe. You don't really need the outskirt. The outskirts of the lobe was chewed into by the worn or failed rocker arm. So the answer to the question is yes, you can reuse this. Should you? Again, it's all about finances, guys. I'm not going to, only because I have another camshaft. You can see I'm being fairly reckless with this one, guys. You should not lay this near any kind of steel or magnetized magnets, anything. So if I was going to reuse this, I would be extremely careful with this. All right, set this down in a real secure place and wipe it down. Because I'm being reckless with it, that should tell you right there I'm not going to reuse it. But if I had a finance issue or I didn't have a known good one, I would reuse this. Okay, yes, JT, I said it. I would reuse. I have reused them with damage like this, and they fine. Again, it's all about the lobe. The lobe has to be able to rotate and open and close, push up and down on this to open and close the valve. Had this lobe been damaged, now you can take a mic and compare the readings with, you know, all the other lobes and see if you come close. Do it right at the center because that's what matters, not the outskirts. Okay, now if it's real low, Mike will tell you real good tolerance or tell you real good readings. But the whole point is I'm not going to reuse it. I have another one. All right. But guys, I have a lot of work to do, guys. We'll talk about this some more. I know you guys want to discuss it, but this cam is going to the trash. I'm not going to even save it to be reused because I don't know. All right, this is going in the trash. I may hold on to this to have a discussion. Look at that. You can see one of the bearings missing. Wow. All right, guys, I got work to do. Next time you see me, I'll be putting the timing together. I'm not going to film disassemble. Notice I didn't have a tool to disassemble this, and I'm not going to use a tool to reassemble. Should you do it that way? Again, like I said earlier, absolutely not. Go get the tool, guys. Do it the right way. All right? You heard it from me. Do this job the right way. Do not do it the reckless way. You have not done a number of these to know the ins and out and the risk factor. There is a risk factor. If you get this timing wrong, you have to take all this off to get it right. If you break something, you have to take all this off. So it's too risky for somebody that have only done one or two. So that's not my case. All right, I'm not bragging. It's just not my case. But some people like to watch this. Some people get intrigued by it, and I personally love the views. I'm being honest with you guys, so I will let you see it, but I do not recommend it. All right, I'll see y'all in a second. Stay tuned, man. Let's get it. All right, guys, welcome back. I am done. I got this thing back together. All right, guys, so got my timing marks back up. I got my phasers back on. I got my phasers torqued to specs. I got my camshaft caps torqued to specs. Guys, I did not forget to tighten those oil control valve or oil gallery plugs down. Guys, they will work their way loose for no reason at all. Just make sure they torque the specs. So everything's torque. Torque is a big issue, guys. Do not sleep on torquing things down to the proper specs, especially these caps. I've seen guys snap these because they're torquing them too tight. All right, so I'm done. I hope you, like I say, I'm sorry I don't have a tool, but you saw in that video, I did this the exact same way, no different. All right, so all I got to do now is put the valve cover on, put the intake back on. I'm going to go driving, guys. Don't forget to change the oil and filter. All right, that's all I have. Thanks for freaking watching, man. I really appreciate you guys. See you next time.